Oh man, I'm just oh. Hey, I'm trying to. I don't know what's going on, man. I'm just like a little overly stressed a little bit. I don't know. I got a lot of things I'm thinking about. I don't know. I'm happy. I'm excited. I'm just trying to. I don't know. Sometimes having too many options is not a good thing. I just want to give. Nope. I just want to start working. Hmm. I just want to start working, man. Hmm. I don't know. I don't know what I want to do, man. I'm just so indecisive sometimes. So I get so indecisive sometimes. Oh man. Oh man, I just get. Oh. What's up, man? And I don't know, man. I just get like indecisive. I don't know, man. My mind's all over the place, brother. Ah. It's like it's like with all the stress and stuff going on, I'm just feeling overwhelmed, you know. Um, I don't know. I don't even. God, now my stomach's hurting, man. Like I don't know why. I'm just trying to relax. I don't know what's going on. I'm gonna try to use the bathroom. I'll be right back. I don't know what's going on. It's like I have my stomach's hurting, my head's hurting, but I'm like, I don't know. It's weird. It's like I don't know. If I get one more text from, uh, just my girlfriend just being, I don't know, man. Just 1 minute she's this, 1 minute she's not, and I don't know, man. Let me go use the restroom. I'll be right back. Just like it's like I got a headache and my stomach's hurting, but like I want to play. I want to hang out with people. It's just weird, man. There, I'll be right back. Oh, man. Oh man, it's really hard to like just totally forget or totally like yeah, forget about what's going on and just game. Like it's like when I go to work, when I game, I think about the stuff that's going on in my life, and God, now I'm getting a migraine. I don't know what it is, man. I like I don't know. It's like I'm really excited about my job, and I'm thinking about so much stuff, and it's lately. I well, I don't even want to say my girlfriend because I don't even think we're dating, but like, well, things will be going okay, and then all of a sudden shit will hit the fan, and man, she'll just nonstop text me, man, like, and say the same shit all the time, like all the fucking time. Like, I don't know, like I get it, man, like, and like I've told her, I've said, if you don't like me, why do you keep calling me? I don't understand that. Like, why don't you want to say, hey, why don't you ever say, like, you know what, I need a break from you? Because if I say I need a break, and she says, oh, you ain't gonna, I don't know. It's just weird. Like, I know it's like, I know trying to make it work, I know it's kind of pointless, but I figure, what the hell? So, trying every avenue, opportunity to see if we can make it work, but she just, I don't know. It's almost like when you listen to what she says, hey, Dory, come here, baby. Come here. When you listen to what she says, you would think, man, this woman don't want nothing to do with you. But her actions say otherwise. It's like weird, man. Well, I don't, it's weird because it's like, I don't know. I think some of it has to do with, and this is bad on my part, is because I'm a little lonely. It's kind of like the thought that if she talks to me, we'll be on good terms makes me happy because I've known her for so long. It's just really weird. It's honestly like, I don't know. Yeah, I think definitely if I was more social, I probably wouldn't deal with it anymore. But, it's like, I think, and I hate assuming with this sort of thing, but if I were to take a guess, I think she knows that the things that have been said and done in our relationship will prevent us from ever having like a permanent relationship, getting married. I think she knows that. She obviously won't admit it, but that would be my guess. Um, because one thing she says is, you know how they always say don't settle. Well, she basically tells me she's settling for me because you know, she'll say, yeah, I want to try to make it work and da da da. But then she'll say she doesn't want to go through the process of trying to meet someone new, which I get that, that's a pain in the ass, man. I know. It's weird. It's weird because there are some things that she says that you would think that she does care about me. Like, there's, I'll tell you some things that out of context that may not. So, to the naked eye, somebody who has no clue what's going on, they may not think much about it. But like, I hate. I'm not one to assume that somebody just likes to spend money because I know when you're in a relationship, there's a responsibility that you know you have to make decisions based whether you guys are really serious or not, you got to make decisions based on the relationship, not just you. You can't just buy. You can't be in a relationship with someone and just buy shit for yourself. So I know that, and sometimes I fall into that trap. I tend to like not remember things or whatever, but we also don't. There's certain things, because we're not in a serious relationship. I mean, I don't want to say that, but because sometimes we thought we were, but because we're not like married, we don't have to split finances and things like that. But like certain things, like instead of me blowing $200 on something, it's just an example. Maybe I should think about her. Maybe we go do something. I respect that. That's true. But like, she likes to spend money, okay, and I won't even fault her for that because the guy she was with was a chef, and he used to make really good money. They lived in a really nice neighborhood, and her best friend is rich, who lives in Atlanta, which is like, I don't know, 6-7 hours away, and her mom has money, so she's used to being around people that do things that cost money, you know. She's just kind of used to that, and one thing that she said to me, like for instance, she was busy on Valentine's Day, and she knows I haven't been working, and we've been talking about doing stuff before and after Valentine's Day, but Valentine's Day was Saturday, and so we knew we weren't going to do anything because she had her son. It was a long weekend, and so we knew we weren't going to do anything that day. And I said to her, or she said to me, like randomly in a conversation, like just randomly, like she says in a text conversation, she says a lot. It's a lot easier to say these things in text message than it is in person. It's a lot easier to call you a shitty person. I mean, I'm not saying that's the only reason. That's all she does in text, but it's a lot easier to speak your mind through text message than it is in face to face for obvious reasons. But she texts me and she says, "We didn't even go out today." And at first, to somebody, it may not seem like much. It may like, "Oh yeah, it's Valentine's Day. That'd be normal for a girl that likes you to ask about going out." But when you look at the whole picture, I can't help but think that like you knew we weren't going out this day, but you still said that. And what I took out of that is like you want to go out and you want me to take you out and spend money on you, which I don't have a problem with. But it seems like, I don't know, it just seems like she always wants that. Like when I got my job, she was really happy for me. Really happy. And it was really cool because I called my dad. She was happy, and I believe she was happy because she knew how much I wanted it. And while we're not in a serious relationship, she knew. She actually sent me some jobs that were available and whatever. And she knew what it meant for me to not only get this job but get a job and from not having to work. So she was happy for me. But one of the things, come on, Dory. One of the things she says to me is, she says, because you guys know, like, I tend to, when I was working a lot at Dollar General, she would want to go out and I'd say no. And one common theme was, I got to stop being so cheap with my money. I guess you can look at that many different ways, I mean, like, I spend it on myself, yes. Did I spend it on her? Yes. Could I have spent more on her? Arguably, But anyways, looking past that, not even thinking about that, but she said this to me after things calmed down and I realized I got my job that I wanted, and said she was happy. She's like, she sent me a message, and she sent this before, like when I was at Dollar General. She says, "All right, so now, now, hon, please just, when you go out, please don't try to be cheap. Try not to be so cheap, because now we both have weekends off." And so, but the way she said it was almost like, okay, now that I'm working, it's like, now I have the means to take this out, But it's like that's why would you even say something like that, And so it's like little things like that, like I don't know, and she knows that I'm not working. I mean, not working. I don't have kids, and and I think I mentioned this before. I don't have the same expenses as, um, you know, some people. I don't have. I don't have the same expenses. I don't have kids. I don't owe anybody child support. I don't. You know, I'm not paying people, a bunch of people that I owe money to. So, you know, and I get that, and I get the fact that she has much more expenses. She just got a car. She, and that's cool, and I get that. But if you don't have a lot of expenses, I mean, if you have a lot of expenses, I can't always make up for that. I can for a little bit. Like here's something. Like I don't know why this is an argument, but she does not. She buys food for her home. She does. And we came to an agreement a few weeks ago, like if we got back together and stuff, go out to eat once or twice a month, and then maybe once or twice a month get like Chinese, maybe once a month go sit down restaurant, which I was totally fine for, maybe even twice a month, and then once or twice a month maybe go like Chinese, and then but she's never found of like doing like just eating at home. And the argument is that when you eat at home, it's almost the same price as going out, or eating at a fast food, it's almost the same price as going out to a nice restaurant. Which, in some cases it is, but in many cases it's not. But that was a point of contention because it's like, it was almost like every day wants to get some form of like takeout, just doesn't want to ever eat at home, like ever. I mean, I think she does, but it's almost like if she can avoid it and there's somebody who has the means to buy takeout or something, do that. Like eating takeout or eating at home for an entire week and not going out at all I don't think she does that. And it's like, I told her, I said, well, find something you like to eat and we can buy that. Like, I like pasta and frozen chicken strips, chicken nuggets. That's what I like to eat. Not at the same time, but switch back and forth. And then every now and then I get, like, other stuff, maybe frozen pizza, whatever. And I like to go out to eat, but it's like she has it set up to where I think she was so used to being able to go out that it's like eating in, like, and, I get it. Like, when I eat, I don't eat full course meals. So it's just like boiling, like, when she eats in, like, I get it. Like, she'd prefer a full course meal, and that actually involves, like, real cooking. Like me, when I cook, it's like oven or boiling water on the stovetop. That ain't really cooking. There's nothing to it. I get it. When you cook a full course meal, you got three things going. It's worth doing that. So, yeah, I don't have nobody like, I wish she was like that, man. Yeah. And I hate saying it. It's not, it's not like, she's not being a gold digger. Nothing close to that. Because I don't even have money for that. But it's like, I don't know. And it, and then I know what you're going to say is like, why are you even with this person? I get it. I know. I still try to make it work because I know I can be a difficult person. But some of the stuff she says, like, and I know she says it out of anger, and I know you didn't probably say I make excuses, but again, I'm a difficult person, and I say stuff, so I'm not, stuff like this, it bothers me, but not as bad as you would think. It bothers me more so that she thinks that I think like this, but she'll say, like, oh yeah, you use your family, and, you know, you don't want to spend your own money and you want to spend your family's money. Because my dad would help me, and it's just like, but what does that have to do with like us doing anything, you know? Like you want to like to just rant like almost like say I take advantage like why do you even say stuff like that? Take advantage of my family? Like no, they're helping me. I mean, I don't have to explain it to you, but you know. And like little things like she doesn't want to now this doesn't bother me at all. It really doesn't. It's just kind of weird. But she doesn't want to add me on social media. Now, it's not, I know she's not hiding anything. I know that. But she's made it clear the reason because is her mom's on her social media and her mom doesn't like me. And if I if her mom sees me on her profile, she's just trying to avoid that, which I understand. I'm okay with that. I really am. I don't give a shit about that because social media ain't. That's it. I don't care about that. But like she does like follow me and stuff, and she's not rude or anything, but she does follow my post because all my stuff's public, so you don't have to be a friend to see my post. But I find that kind of weird because like I'll make a post in a Facebook group, like in a local Facebook group, and then she'll text me and say something about it, like you know if you need help with this, which is okay, but it's just kind of weird. Like why do you? I don't know. It yeah, and like she, you know, I wish she'd like to do stuff that didn't always involve going away. You know, like the person you're dating. I wish I had somebody like that, man. Somebody that you know. I mean, I don't mind spending money and stuff, but it's just like I don't even blame her for it, man. Because when you're so used to being with people and living a lifestyle like that, where you're either always going out or going to a condo or going to a hotel or going this, you know, or doing this, you know, I get that. You know, if you're always used to like doing all these things and, you know, when we were arguing and we weren't really talking at all, one of the biggest things I was saying is like, we were talking about like interest, and I was telling her that she has a lot of interest, but she doesn't have a lot of hobbies. Like an interest is basically, or a hobby is basically an interest you actually start doing. And she would say, "Yeah, I have lots of hobbies," and but like she doesn't though. And I feel like a fool if she's watching the stream because it's just gonna add fuel to the fire, but it don't matter. But she doesn't really have hobbies because it's like, you know, like I have a hobby. Like I like to play video games, and you know, and I asked her one time, I was like, "Well, what do you like to do that doesn't cost money?" And I don't think I think she named a few things, but she doesn't really do them. You know, and so I think when you live a lifestyle where like you're so used to that, I don't even think it's her fault really. But like, yeah, I don't know. And then like when it's like when we start to talk about, you know, we've always said like, okay, if you do something for me, it's not a it's not a who can do the most. It's not like, okay, if I spend $10, if we did a meal of $20 and your meal is $10, that means I'm gonna, you know, make sure you spend $10 on the next time you buy. No, we don't do that. But it ends up going full circle and coming back around and being like that because it's like, okay, I I told her, I said, you know, do you mind like paying sometime for when we go out? And it seems like we've went out quite a bit, and maybe my mind is just not that good at all. But she always says, "Oh, you only paid for twice over the last 6 months," and I know I paid for a lot more than that. But and then it's like I say I'm not complaining about any specific time we went out to eat, but I did eat this Chinese food and it was like $8 a piece. and she spins it into a way where it's like, oh, so you're complaining about $8, but yet if I help you, I would be giving you like $1,000. Because I think one time I asked her like if I needed a place to stay, would you allow me to stay there? Like if for instance, I know that's weird, but if for instance I lost my place, would you let me stay there? And she said yeah. And she spun it in a way to where like, oh yeah, like you're bitching about $8 about paying $8 for my meal, yet you want me to loan you $1,100, i.e., let you live with me. You know what I'm saying? Just stupid stuff like that. It's like I think if you could think of all the things someone could tell you in an argument without totally like breaking things off with them, like she's told me it all. Like basically, there's nothing she would say that would shock me. Like she couldn't like text me anything or call me and say something. And I'd be like, oh my god, like there's nothing like that. Like there's no, there's just nothing that she could say that could shock me. I mean, she's called me names, and again, I know I can be difficult, so I try to look at it like that, but because I know I'm not perfect, so, but I think it's just, yeah. There was a point in time when, in the very beginning, when we first met after the honeymoon period, that we so after everything, after that period where everything's ooh la la, everything's perfect, then you know everybody settles down and you start to actually talk about real problems. Um, One of the things that, and this is in the very beginning of me, and I think at the time I was still on pills, and I was still in a bad spot, really bad spot mentally and emotionally. But I think I told her something to the effect of, like, um, what did I say? Something to the effect of, you know, like I need you, or like I'll do anything to stay with you, or something like basically like I'm depend on you. Like I don't know what I would do without you. Basically making it sound like I needed her more than I really did. But from a relationship standpoint, I was in my infancy, so it was like I think she used that to her advantage over time. And when things would get really bad, she knew that, this was, you know, she knew I really needed her. And then over the last 3 or 4 years, slowly, very slowly, very slowly, I think I've become a little more independent, and I've been less like, oh, I need you in my life, I need you, and more so like I would like to be with you, but I don't need you, and I don't think, you know, she really liked that. And when things get really bad too, she'll get like really nice. And I don't think it's manipulation, I really don't. I think it's more so like she gets scared that she gets upset at herself for acting the way she did, because she knows that when things get really bad, there's a chance that, because there's nothing really keeping me here. Like I'm not like her, where I don't have a kid here. I could get up and move. I mean, not any time, but well, I mean, if I sublease or whatever, there's nothing keeping me here. Just like there's nothing keeping us together. We don't have to. We don't have to be together. And so, I think when things get really bad, I think sometimes she gets a little worried, because it's like I don't have no restrictions. I can just get up and go. And when things get really bad, she gets really nice, like crazy nice. And before it was like, oh man, this is okay, this is cool. But now it's like, you know, like I don't know, I appreciate it, but it's like she'll get really nice, and then like I don't know, a day or two later, things will just not always go back to shit, but sometimes going down that road. And then like she doesn't ever want to talk about past because I mean, why you keep bringing up the past, that whole thing. But it's more so like let's bring up the past so we can figure out why we have these problems. And one time she told me, she's like, I just don't want to come over and talk for 3 hours like we're at a counseling therapy session. And I said, yeah, I agree, but at least let's come and figure things out. Try to. And then she said, okay, we'll do that, but we don't. It's like too when we're together, if we're not planning on doing something or talking about planning on doing something, like we're always in some level of planning to do something. Either planning to do something locally, thinking about planning to do something locally, or doing something locally, or planning to go out of town, thinking about planning to go out of town, or planning to plan to go out of town. Like there's always some level there going on. But yeah. And then like, and I know I'm labeling all the bad stuff, and a lot of this stuff isn't as bad as I'm making it sound. It's really not. But like, one thing she seems to, I don't know, I guess her last boyfriend did this, but like when I say, hey, I want a break, like I guess her last boyfriend wanted a break at one point, and all he did was go around hooking up with other people. Like I don't even know anybody to hook up with, but even if I did, it's not what I'm trying to do. Like she thinks that I'm just gonna like, okay, I need a break and go fuck 3 people. Okay, let's get back together. Like I'm thinking to myself, who the hell do you think I am? Like, you think I'm like Picasso over here or the Don? Like, just like I got like a dozen women that just want to sleep with me. Right, Dory? Dory won't let nobody else in the house. Dory's the only woman I'm with. Dory's the only female I'm with. Right, Dory? Sleepy. Yeah. I appreciate you listening, Ben. I'm like indifferent, man, because I gotta wake up tomorrow at 9:30, like 12 hours. I gotta go figure out my food stamp card. I messed that up. So I gotta go figure that out. Then I gotta go figure out my unemployment thing. And then I gotta go get a haircut. So that's exactly the best way to put it, bro. It like it it probably wouldn't have been that bad if, well, because my grandma passed, that kind of makes it a little harder because she knew everything, so it was a lot. So it was easier to have someone to talk to because she knew everything. Um, but also too my just lack of relationship knowledge. You know, because a lot of this stuff, I'm sure I've probably made mountains out of a molehill, or yeah, like I don't know certain. I know certain stuff. Just let it go. It's not that big of a deal. But me, I don't know the difference. I'm still learning that. So, but yeah, like I woke up. So I went to bed. What was it on a? Was it Monday night or Tuesday night? Like, damn, Tuesday or Wednesday? Or was it Saturday? I don't know. I went to bed one night. Wait. Okay, so it was like last Tuesday or Wednesday. I went to bed and I woke up at like 7 and I was like half hot, half cold. Woke up, used the restroom, laid back down, and kept waking up. I had some weird dream set up that kept waking me up every half hour. I couldn't explain the dream, but I just know the dream kept waking me up every half hour, and it was like dumb. But I was so tired that I was kept trying to sleep. But then something happened to where I started kicking my legs up, almost like I was, I don't know, like it was like, I don't want to say a night terror, but it was like, I don't know, I was like just stretching slash kicking my legs, and it was almost like I couldn't stop not do it anymore. I think it was like almost like maybe my body was tired, but mentally I wasn't, or vice versa. It was just a weird situation, and I ended up waking. I ended up staying awake after that, and it was like 8:50 in the morning, and I wasn't tired per se, but I was kind of worn out, if that made sense. Like my body wasn't sleepy tired, but my body was worn out. So it's like I know I needed to chill, but I know I couldn't really sleep. And I think the reason for that was I think I was drinking an energy drink like pretty late that night. So um, I'm sure that could do it too. But yeah, so I'm just trying to, I don't know. Uh, it's like I'm gonna try to take a couple deep breaths and play, and it's like I feel great, but it's weird. It's like I just can't. I don't know. I would think things would be a lot more relaxed, and they are in some aspects. But right now, and not just with Jen, but um, in general, I just like I'm like job wise, like I said, I beat that to a dead horse. I'm really excited, like crazy uber excited. So I thought, okay, I'm really excited. So everything else, I should kind of like be a little less stressed about because now I got a job I really like, pays good, not great, but good. But I don't care about that. I really don't. And but I'm just like, it's like okay, now I'm not worried about that, which I never was really worried about work, but over the last couple of years, I started to worry about or think twice about work many times because, sorry, why the money was good. There were little things that it was doing to me that I didn't like these little blisters on my fingers and just like little stuff that was like I just was kind of getting sick of. But the money was making it easy to forget. But it also, I was still being reminded, like, okay, I want to go to work, but I kind of don't. because I had no way to avoid what was going to happen. Like, I knew, okay, if I go to work on Monday and Tuesday night to do overtime, I know that I'm going to end up getting those little blister things in my fingers because it's just gloves don't work. I knew I'm going to get it. Um, so yeah, and then like I gotta. So tomorrow I gotta argue. Well, I say argue, but I gotta talk with somebody about my EBT. Try to get EBT for the month of January for when I wasn't working. So supposedly I was supposed to send in some documents, but I sent everything they told me to. But the document they're saying I didn't send, they didn't tell me I had to send it. So they denied me. So I don't know if I can even get it. It's not really a big deal that. Then I gotta go and do the same thing for unemployment, but I gotta like tell them about working at that one job for a week because I had a job for a week and I got paid, and they probably wouldn't be able to tell, but I just want to be honest about it. You know, hey, I in between applying, I got a job for a week and they hired and fired me. You know, in the same week and a half, and so I want to, so I don't know. Yeah, and I thought Jen was gonna say comment about me. Straight. I thought she was gonna say comment about something I was saying. Like I thought she'd maybe be lurking on my stream, but nope. She's complaining about something else. Well, I mean, it's just I apply for it, and then they automatically always deny you. But then you have an appeals process, and I guess it takes a long time. And from my understanding, um, I thought they didn't answer Dollar General, but I guess they did. So, but that was like a month ago. But it's still pending, so it just takes a long time. And it would be less stressful if I was like just working, but because I lost my job, filed for unemployment, got a job, lost that job, and now just got another job. It's like because then I had to put a pause on my student loans and yeah, same here, bro. Like government, yeah, and it's so like when you want to call them, you can't get on the phone with anybody. Like so I told you I had an appointment tomorrow. The appointment is to go to an office who has the ability to call the number that I do. The only difference is they have the ability to actually get in touch with the person. While when I call from home, I can get in touch with a person, the odds are very, very slim that I will. And it's one of those deals where you'll be put on hold and then all of a sudden the phone will disconnect. So it's like you set up an appointment and you go use their phones and it's a state facility and you're trying to get in touch with a state employee and obviously they have the means to actually make sure you get in touch with a person. But you actually have to go there physically. So because if not, I would just do it all from home. But I got to go there and it's just they make it impossible or close to being impossible to get in touch with a person because not everything can be done on the automated system. There's certain instances that the automated system just can't explain all the way. You know, not everything can be solved with a drop down menu or choices or a little bots to 100 characters or less. You know, so yeah, like yeah, it's complicated. So when I filled it out wrong, and so I want to go go to this office so I can get in touch with somebody and explain to them what exactly happened, because when you fill it out, when you do it online, like I said, usually have a drop down menu of choices, and most of the time the choices, it's easy. Okay, yep, that fits me, that pertains to me. But in some instances, the choices don't account for weird circumstances. They account for everything happening that is supposed to happen, and then you falling into one of 5 categories or whatever. In my case, it's kind of weird because I had a job and lost a job, and yet I'm still applying for unemployment through Dollar General. It's really weird. I don't even know if I'm still eligible for it. Like, I don't know, like when you're not working and you get unemployment, okay, and say like me, I got another job, but it only lasted for not even 40 hours, like 24 hours the first week, and or well, was it 24 hours? Yeah, 24 hours the first week, and um 16 the second week or something like that. So like not even 40 hours. So does that mean I'm still eligible for unemployment through Dollar General, or does that mean that because I got a job somewhere else, I can still I gotta go through them, but I didn't work for them but a week and a half, so obviously they're not going to give me unemployment. So so but yeah. It's like I'm tired. I can't tell you the range of emotions I have. It's like excitement, tired. I'm like excitement. I'm excited. I'm tired. I'm worn out. I don't know. I think I'm just gonna end the stream. I don't know. It's like I feel good. I don't know, man. And just my emotions are just kind of running all over. It's like I've been going back and forth between coffee and energy drinks, and I don't think I don't know, coffee's not hitting the spot anymore for some reason. Ugh. No, bro. I'm good, man. Bro, you're good, man. I appreciate that, homie. But no, I'm good. I would. I told Mike. I told Mike Fat. Mike Doctor Fat Bear. I told him if I ever ask for help, man, it's when I really need help. But no, I got a credit card with that I can still use. I actually paid. Let's see, what do I have on the card? It's like a $12,000 limit, and I only have like 2 grand on it. So it's the most I've ever had on it because I'm not used to being in a position like this. But no, well, I appreciate that, homie. That means a lot. That makes me feel better. It does. But I'm trying to. Luckily, like with me, like the last month and a half, like so, I buy snacks and stuff and candy, and I think I bought like a pair of pants or something. But overall, I will say that like most people probably would call it being bored, but to me, I don't. I just there's like a couple days where I'm at home and I like get up, drink an energy drink, walk around, drink another energy drink. 5 hours later, walk around, get something to eat. Like literally just like a bum at home, and it's just like, well, hey, there's nothing wrong with that. But no, that means a lot, man. I, I like me, like I don't think I told you. Did I tell you about my high school? Like when I went to that juvenile facility back when I was in high school, and how from ninth grade to 12th grade I was like in basically a juvenile jail. Like I had visits and stuff, but like I didn't have an actual high school. Like I did go to freshman homecoming, but after that I had from from let's see, September of freshman year to I graduated 2004, so 2005 to July of 2005. So a year after I would graduate, I uh, I was in a juvenile facility. So like I wasn't like fearing for my life or anything like that. Not like that. But and my family came to visit me. But I wasn't exposed to like a lot of height. And I think this one of the reasons why I am the way I am is because I wasn't exposed to any high school, traditional high school behaviors or life or friends or anything. So like when I got out, I mean, it's not like I got out and the world was so different. It's not that. It wasn't like that, but it was like in terms of a social standpoint, I was behind because I didn't really experience any regular high school. I was basically in a reformed boys' school or sorry, a, kind of like a jail for boys. Well, not kind of, it was. So, um, I mentioned that because I think that experience is one of the reasons why, like, not working, and some people would say, man, you sat at home all day, doing nothing, just doing what you were doing, walking around, whatever. And I'm like, yeah, I like doing that stuff. So I'm glad I don't have like really expensive hobbies other than playing on my gaming, my rig, But yeah, so but I appreciate that, brother. She's still. Why is she still texting, man? It's almost like she brings it upon herself. Like, you would think, like, if you're testing this much, and I only respond every now and then, the only reason I don't respond all the time, because it's like, there's no reason to. But it's almost like if someone's so hell-bent on that, it's almost like it can piss them off. It must frustrate them to be frustrated with me, you know? She's probably watching this stream, really, but I don't give a fuck. Ain't nothing she gonna say that's gonna shock me anyways. Stop being cheap. Stop starting arguments with me daily and weekly. If you can't stop finding someone who will enjoy arguing with you all the time. If you can't stop, find someone who will enjoy arguing with you all the time and you keeping track of what you spend. And be fine with you messaging a bunch of women. It's important to note that I don't ask for anything from these women, like to hang out or anything. I just talk. People will argue that it's still bad. I don't ask for dick pics. I don't ask to go out. I just say, hey, what's up? That's how I am. My dad does it. It's just what it is. Maybe a bad look, but it's not like I'm, I even let her look at my phone when she did it, Like, I have nothing to hide. Nothing. Look at my phone. I tell her I have the dating profiles I have on there. I'm honest. I say they were on there before I was with you. And the reason I haven't scrubbed them all is because I'm, if it ever, it's just straight up. If it ever totally ends with us, what am I going to do? Sit around and be with nobody? I've said multiple times that I can't have stress and you keep causing it. Okay. I should say, so would spending money on you, would that help your stress? Should probably say, yeah, that would help it a lot. That would improve it a lot. Thank you. She'd probably. So if I threw a bunch of money at you every week, would that help your stress? Yep. Like, it's funny because I've tried telling her, like, when she says these things, like, yeah, right. One thing I've tried, like, she says all this, and I think she knows, because like 4 or 5 years ago, she would say all this stuff, and I would respond like to everything, because like I didn't want us to break up. I didn't want us to be arguing. I felt like I needed her more than she needed me, and I think she knew that. And when you look at the layout now, where she sends all these messages, so she'll send like 20 messages, and I don't mind reading them, really. I mean, it is a lot, but I don't mind all the messages. But what's weird is like she'll send like 20, 30, 40 messages, 50, whatever. And again, don't mind reading them, but I don't say nothing. Sometimes they'll send something like I'm reading them, which I kind of am. But I know if I respond, I don't know how to respond to. It's like if I respond, she's still gonna send them anyway. Send what she's gonna send anyways. So unless it's like a direct question that she needs an answer to, there's nothing really to say because she's just gonna send everything anyways. And kind of like if I think she's almost done, it's probably better I don't say anything, because then if I do, then it just triggers a bunch of more messages. It's kind of sad, man. I mean, it's kind of funny, like, but I think she knows. She must know, like, when she sends all these messages, I don't respond. She must know that, that's different. It's a different game than it was like 4 years ago, where she would send something and be like, "Oh no, don't do," or I would say, "All right, let's work it out. Let's try to figure it out." Okay, and then she'll say, "You need to do this," and I'll say, "All right," and it'll just be back and forth, trying to figure things out. But now it's like a one-way argument where she's arguing, and like it's almost like she's arguing with somebody who's very close to not caring at all, and she must think I don't care at all. Because it must be stressful sending all those messages and not getting. Well, yeah, I would think it's stressful sending all those messages and not getting a reply. But she must also know that she's sending so many messages that she probably isn't reading a reply anyways. So it's like, you know, what's really crazy is she'll send all those messages. She'll know I'll read them, but then she'll start calling. It's like, Jesus Christ. Like, I mean, it's like, what are we doing here? Like, is it like you're gonna send everything and then you gotta transcribe it on voice to a phone call? Like, I don't understand. Like, it's not like you're telling me something different. You know, it just screams like desperation that you're trying to get me to, I don't know, be a certain way. And because it's like if she doesn't get a reaction out of me, or if I don't agree with her verbally through the text message, she probably feels like what she's done is like a total waste of time. But, she never says like, she's never saying stuff like she never says stuff like, okay, well, what do you think we should do? Or like, never, no humility, like, or no hint of like, I don't know what to do here. Like, what would you like to do? What do you think we should do? Or it's always like, I know what the answer is. I know it. I know it all. It's like, oh my God. I mean, it doesn't say that, but you know, doesn't ever ask like, so Tony, what would you like, or what would you want out of this, or what do you think? It's always like matter of fact, you know. So I'm not gonna send her nothing, man. I'm just gonna let her keep talking, and then God, just reading that made me like tired. just it's like just reading her messages wore me out. Um. All right. Well, I'm gonna go put some water on my face and take like just a minute break. And if not, I'm just gonna brush my teeth and go to sleep. Though I don't want to do that, but so give me a minute. Let me see how I feel. And if not, I'm just gonna floss, brush my teeth, and go to sleep. Because I do have to wake up at, well, like 9:15 tomorrow. That's not that bad. I mean, it's still a ways away, but still, let me see how I feel. Ugh. Oh man. Oh man, I think I'm gonna call it a session, man. I'm trying to, I don't know. Let's see, I ate. Oh man. It's like part of me wants to. I'm gonna try to go through it or stay up or whatever. Cause my new schedule, the only reason is, um, the hell is this shit? Oh man, sorry guys. I'm just trying to. I'm just being stupid. Scrolling on Facebook. Mm-hmm. No, I'm gonna see how I feel. I think I just kind of been out of work for so long that it's just so weird and awkward. Ah. Mm-hmm. Mm. Mm-hmm. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm trying to just kind of relax, but I'm gonna try to play something. All right. Oh boy. All right. So I don't. Oh shit! It's dark. Dari, it's dark in here. Dory, it's dark. It's dark. Where's the light? It's dark. Ben can't see you or me. Where are you guys at? There's a light. Daddy. See, when you sit like that, you can't watch Daddy play. Well, you don't probably care about that, do you? You don't want to watch Daddy play Red Dead? You don't want to watch Daddy play Cyberpunk? No? You want to watch Daddy play Cyberpunk? All right. Who's lurking in the chat? Who's lurking in the chat? Who's lurking in the chat? Nobody? Nobody's lurking, Dory. Nobody's hanging out with us. It's okay. That means we can do whatever we want. God, I really want to play the Division 2, but I gotta go through everything and Ugh. Because my stash is full and my inventory is full. And so I can't really collect anything because if I do, I'm going to run out of space. I need it. Basically, what I need to do is go through everything and create my build. Do the tipping scales build. Because I need an assault build. Because right now all I have is a healer build. So unless I'm playing with people, my build is worthless. Hmm. Kind of always wanted to play this game, but I think that takes a while to get started. Prison Architect. Hmm. Hmm. I don't know what I want to play. It's like, I don't want to say it. Like, I know what I want to play. Like, I have interest in a lot of these games, but it's almost like I'm like overthinking. Like, if I play this game, will I be able to jump into it? You know, will I be able to? Because my schedule is different now. I'm working more days, but I'm working a job that I like, that I have a huge interest in. It's different. You know, go to work every day happy, and not have to worry about like busting up, tearing up my body. And that's the cool part. Hmm.
Howdy, howdy, Night City. Welcome back. My guest tonight is Lieutenant Sarah Kokoski, spokeswoman for the NCPD. Hi there. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Ziggy. Thanks for having me.
I hope you made it to the studio without any issues. No carjackings or drive-bys along the way?
No. Fortunately, the streets of Night City are getting safer every day. We've seen recorded homicides drop from 7,103 a year ago to just...
Hold on. The streets are safe, you say, but what about the highways?
I'm sorry?
You heard about the shooting off the Route 1 exit, I trust. Half an hour before any response team arrived on the scene. Over 700 rounds fired in that time. What happened? Where are the gunmen now?
Well, the NCPD is responsible for the safety and security of all citizens within city limits.
Sarah, sweetheart,
one,
don't feed us some NCPD script. Be honest with our viewers. When will they finally be safe? When will they no longer need to carry a concealed weapon for a trip to the mall or to take their kids to play ball in the park?
The NCPD is doing everything it can.
Look at that cop squirm.
Hmm? Alright, I don't know what the hell was that. What's going on there? Come on now.
count lottery rounded out to a solid and sturdy 30. 10 out of Haywood. Thanks to an abated game.
Howdy, howdy, Night City. Welcome back. My guest tonight is Lieutenant Sarah Kokoski, spokeswoman for the NCPD. Hi there. Welcome to the show.
Hello, Ziggy. Thanks for having me.
I hope you made it to the studio without any issues. No carjack.
Damn, I actually... Shit, my, Alright, y'all. I know things have been just weird lately, but... Yeah, we're just gonna go... Wait. Yeah.
I won't buy anything from you.
I'm about to fuck these dudes up right over here, dude. Alright, so... Oh. Crafting, yep. Crafting. Take it all. Oops. Oh. Alright, so if I blow them up... They do taking a leak?
Rain lead on him, boys!
Oh!
He's almost dead!
They're gonna kill me, they're gonna kill me. Alright, I gotta go back and kill him. Alright, you guys are gonna die now. Alright, you guys are dead.
Open wide!
Alright.
Keep pushing! Keep flagging!
Roger that!
Get some!
Reloading! Cover me!
Damn, that's gotta hurt! take care of you myself!
What the hell? What the hell was that shit? Start dancing?
Look, Choom, I'm telling you, I'm clean. You know, now.
So come back in a month. You're still clean then?
But they're
Talk
all
get
still
you
okay.
back in action.
Good, good. Sure, I understand. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Mm-mm. Yeah, of course.
Someone there?
Really, honey, it's not a problem. Uh-huh.
What in the? Come on!
No!
Oh!
I'm gonna fuck you up! Regroup! Hit the scum where it can.
Fire!
Get your shit together, soldiers! Now, if I was a little punk bitch, where'd I hide?
See, there's 2 cops there, so I don't want to start nothing there. So I'm about to go up in there, though.
I find anyone.
¡Chingada madre está pasando! ¿Esa pinche cabeza que tienes? ¡Te la voy a arrancar! ¡A huevo, carajo! ¡Solo Valentinos! ¡Rodeno!
¡Por el lado! ¡Que por el lado! ¡A huevo! ¡A huevo! ¡Es nuestro momento de brillar!
¡Perfecto!
¡Órale! ¡A punto de estallar!
cansé de tus pinches trucos.
¡A huevo! ¡Es nuestro momento de brillar!
¡Perfecto!
¡Enséñale al perrito cómo se mueve!
Está a puntito de explotar.
¡A huevo! ¡Te lo mereces, cabrón! ¿Qué? ¿Quieres más o qué?
¡Rodeno!
Aquí culeando nomás. ¡A huevo! ¡Valentinos! ¡Ah! Eso te pasa por meterte con los tinos.
Oh, there it is. I'm just gonna take a break, man. I'm just like all wore out.
Watch out! Here I come! Fire! Flank positions!
Try to get wrapped!
Get down!
No, no, no! Not how we fucking play.
From behind! Take you from behind!
Oh shit.
Ah! Oh!
We don't play nice with
Traitor scum! Put some heart into it! Kill! Kill! I got something for you here!
Oh shit.
Retreat! Police! Come out with your hands up!
Huh?
Ah! NCPD, stand down!
You still coming after me? I think I'm gonna take a break, man. I don't know, man. I gotta just chill on nothing. Whew. Just trying to reset, man. Mm-hmm. Sorry, guys. I'm just kind of like, I don't know. Sometimes I just come on and stream and just chill, just because it relaxes me sometimes, you know, just being live. Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
Welcome to Silver City, your one-stop shop for coins, solid gold, and diamonds that pop. Ring.
Anybody's lurking? No? Sometimes I just like to be live just to see if anybody wants to come hang out with me. Oh, man. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm gonna call it a night. I gotta wake up early. Oh, man. I love you guys. Oh, man.